Welcome to the Get Real podcast. I'm your host, Tanika Meeks, and this is the dating series with co-host Stephone Fears. So, a quick update. If you go on YouTube and watch the videos, definitely check them out. But if you don't have time to watch the videos, make sure you at least listen to the content on YouTube Music. So if you want to watch the videos, hey, go in there and watch the videos. If not, just check out the content on YouTube Music. So we're going to add a new segment to the dating series. It's going to be called Dating Tips. And this is a way, since my brother is definitely active in the dating game, and anybody who knows me knows I am not. But this is a way that we can kind of give you some tips and tricks on, how to find that special someone, that lifelong partner. So, Stephone, do you have any tips? Not gonna say tricks, but any advice for someone who, and I know this would be my struggle when I was dating, on really just that initial step of how to meet somebody, where to go to meet somebody. I know in the last podcast you talked about meeting someone in an organic setting,
organic, natural places. Yeah,
but a lot of us are very shy. Introverts especially struggle with how to approach someone. To even ask for a date or ask for their phone number.
I think a lot of people need to come out to share with that one. I don't know. The best places to meet people, you have to be, what's the word I'm looking for? When you purposely do something.
Intentional?
You have to be intentional. If you're looking to date, then date intentionally. People always say you have to date people who are only marriage-minded if you're looking for marriage. Don't date somebody who's less looking for fun if you're looking for marriage. Because then you tell, I'm marriage-minded. Are you marriage-minded? No, I'm just looking for fun. It's like, well, then y'all not evenly yoked, so you don't want to do that. But yeah, people have to be intentional. Men should always approach women. I don't believe women should approach men, but some women do. I guess if you look like The Rock, that works. But what places to meet people besides, like I said last time, I'm gonna reiterate, just your everyday walk through life, grocery stores, Walmart's, Targets, DMVs. You can literally you can meet somebody. You can be standing in line to get some license plates for your new car and meet somebody. Like, it's crazy the things you can say to this random people in random situations in life, and people know it's almost more organic and genuine that if I was to hit on a girl in the line in DMV trying to get a phone number than if I'm at a nightclub or a bar or somewhere. Because she'd be like, damn, this dude's literally in sweats and t-shirt trying to get his license plates. Like, he didn't come here for me. Like, he came here to literally get his license plates. So it seems way more organic. Like, I seen something and double took, and they're like, well, damn, I'm here now, so let me shoot my shot. So people who are trying to date have to be on the offense in life for whenever you might meet somebody. Don't be just walking through life with your head down, because you might be doing some things and you might meet somebody. It's never no telling where you might meet somebody. Pumping gas. I don't know, man. You might meet somebody at work at a damn funeral home. You never know, man. A relative might die. You might go out of town to a funeral, and somebody might work the front desk at the funeral home. You're like, oh my goodness, she's amazing. You might want to talk to her. So you just never really know. You gotta stay open and stay on the offense, especially if you're a man. Women get hollered at, men do the hollering. So it's just like, stay on the offense. Some dudes be getting all depressed when I don't feel like that. No, man, you can't do that. So
basically what you're saying, everywhere is an opportunity.
Anywhere and everywhere.
Everywhere.
You never know. You absolutely never know.
So, dating tip from the dating series.
Although some women are used to getting men to, if a woman works at a gas station behind the register, she's used to people coming in there all day, every day trying to talk to her. A women like that, they that's different. But women in certain situations and certain jobs, they're not used to people coming in and asking for their phone number. So I kind of know you're being sincere, but yeah, certain jobs, if women have a forward-facing job, they're used to probably getting talked to all day. So take that in consideration.
Dating tip: anywhere, everywhere is a place to meet somebody. Don't let shyness, don't let being an introvert, don't let the fear of rejection stop you. Hey, if you see a beautiful woman in the grocery store, if nothing else, tell her she's beautiful. If nothing else, you'll get a thank you, and life will go on. But hey, like he said, shoot your shot if it comes up. Dating tip from the dating series.
All you can do is miss, and if you do, on to the next one. Man, it's over 7 billion people on the planet. Like, if one girl don't like you, that absolutely means nothing. Like, just keep going.
Now, don't take that take that with a grain of salt. I won't say that. But definitely shoot your shot if it comes up. So today's topic, and actually he hit on the topic we were going to talk about today, um, women approaching men, or women being more forward with men than a man is with a woman, not reciprocating that energy. So I'm going to tell you where this is coming from, and you're going to find this to be hilarious. So I work part-time jobs. Anybody who follows the Get Real podcast, I talk about my part-time jobs, and my part-time jobs a lot of times brings me into a close contact with a lot of young people. And when I say young people, I'm talking about people between that 18 and 28 age range. And so this part-time job I have, there was a man. If you didn't know any better, you would think he was a young man. If you look at him, he looks to be about 21 years old, when in fact he's 35. He
Damn.
Looks incredibly
For his
young.
age, he looks amazing.
Yeah, he looks amazing. I told him, I was like, you need to bottle that fountain of youth.
He's setting a standard.
This man, when I first met him, I literally thought he was 21 years old. Like,
Crazy.
he is aging gracefully. And so, and there's a lot of young women at this part-time job. So, of course, he's getting attention. They think he's a young, available man. So, this is going to take a turn for the weird. So, at this part-time job, a lot of young men and women who look and hook up. That's what young people do when they get these kind of warehouse jobs. They're looking for some fun while they're in there. So he got approached by a young lady. She too is in her, well, he's 35, but she's in her early 20s. And she expressed, they had a conversation. When you're on the job, you start talking to the people next to you, just trying to pass the time. So they were working next to each other. So they started talking it up, chatting it up. Well, of course, he entertained her, she entertained him. They exchanged numbers. But the conversation never went past them talking on the job. But this young lady is very interested in him. Now, interested in what? That, I guess that will be revealed in upcoming weeks. Mm-hmm. But he is not interested in her. Because he
for her or for sex?
Well, she's actually offered the sex.
Okay.
But
I say most men gonna take that one. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, the weird thing happened. So, of course, at a job, you get to talking to people, and most people talk pretty openly. And the guy expressed that, he's game for anything. You want to do a threesome, he'll do a threesome. Okay. You want whatever freakiness you into, he's into. And the weird thing about it is, and again, this is where I tell people, look out for red flags when you're talking to somebody. He, for some reason, he's confiding in me the things that him and her are talking about because he likes me, which there's no way in hell because he has 4 kids.
Oh, wow. You didn't say that part. Damn. The same woman, different. Uh-huh. Same woman, different.
I didn't even go past the 4 kids part.
Yeah, once you said that, it's like, okay, anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, me and him are cool. We talk while we're on the job. And so he was telling me that he feels like she's not genuine. He was like, when you talk to somebody, you be like, hey, I love bikes. And that person be like, oh, I like bikes too. Oh, I like to go skating. Oh, I like to go skating too. No. And he was like everything he said, she like repeated back to him. Mm-hmm. Oh, so you like anal sex? I like anal sex too. Oh, you like threesomes? Oh, I like threesomes too. Yeah. And he was like, it just came off.
It doesn't seem genuine. Yeah. That's the word he used. That's right. He's very accurate.
So he was like, even though she's offered, for them to do, if
I would ask her if she ever done it before. If she's like, oh, I ain't never done it before, you don't like it, then you're just saying what I'm saying. Like, you just agreeing with me. You're a yes man. I don't need a yes man.
And that's what he was saying. He was like, it didn't seem genuine. He's like, pretty much everything I said to her, like, she just repeated back to me. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like that too. Oh, well, I like that. Well, I like that too. So he's like, it didn't feel genuine to me. So he was like, I don't want to move forward with her because it gave him that bad vibe. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're willing to lie to me,
he's still probably gonna have sex with her, but he probably won't go any further than that, just the physical attraction.
Yes, and so
plus he's in his mid-30s, she's in her early 20s. I mean, it could be something become deeper than that. Highly likely it won't, but I mean it's possible.
Well, actually no, because he approached me and he was like, "You're what I like."
Oh, and as men, we like that, Would I have sex with 100 women? Of course I would. Or there's about 10 women that I would be with? Of course I would. Is there one woman I would marry? Of course I would. So yeah, it's things you're interested in, you like, and then you gotta have. I mean, it's just different. So yeah, he said, well, I would have sex with all 5 of them, but I really want that one over there. So
And that's really the whole conversation. But this young lady is being persistent, even though he's not putting any effort in trying into outside of chit chatting with her. She is being very. I'm never gonna say aggressive. Like she is really letting this man know, like, hey, I want to be with you. Like I'm feeling
Oh, she's talking
you.
about be with. That's
Yeah.
strong. Yeah, he ain't gonna do all that.
And so I guess kind of today's topic is, at what point do you realize, hey, this person is not reciprocating my energy? I'm trying to be with that person and they're not trying to be with me. And like you said, I don't think there's nothing wrong with shooting your shot. Like, hey, if you meet somebody you feel in that person, definitely don't be afraid to let them know that you're interested. But what is that cutoff point? What is that
I
cutoff point where you realize, like, hey, this person is just, they're not feeling me
I feel
like
like
that?
some people feel it quicker than others. The older I've gotten, I felt it way quicker when somebody wasn't reciprocating the energy. Because I mean, typically when I like women, I typically go above and beyond. And this is like you going above and beyond. And of course, a woman's always going to be willing to accept all you're giving. But if they're not giving it back to you after like 2, 3 weeks, it's for me, it's really quick. I like, okay, yeah, I'm buying her smoothies, I'm buying her clothes, we hanging out, we going out to eat all the damn time. I'm doing all this stuff for her. But then you realize she ain't really doing nothing for you. And you be like, yeah, and then quit hitting her up and see how quick it takes her to hit you back. You be like, yeah, nah, man, she's not feeling it like that. So I don't know. Some people just don't get that very quickly, but some people do. I feel like dudes should initiate. After dude initiates, I mean, if a guy's not hitting a woman up on a regular basis, he's probably either not interested or he has multiple women he's talking to, and which is obviously the same thing for women. Women have so many guys they can or they are talking to. Most women probably have 5 or 10 guys that probably are blowing them up. Like I said, I've seen women on their iPhones with all those green messages, just 35 unread text messages. I know what that means. You're not in group family texts when you're 35 unread text messages. Those are dudes. Like, I'm not stupid. But she's literally ignoring them because she's with you. So some women, I mean, if you hit her up on a Monday and she don't hit you back till Thursday, bro, she's got other things on her plate. Like, you're not the only one. Don't be foolish enough to believe you are. But when you hit a woman up on Monday at 12 and she hits you back at 1, maybe she was waiting on you to text her. So I don't know. To me, it's pretty obvious when people reciprocate your energy, but to some people it's not, or they'll just make excuses for people. Or maybe they busy, bro. Or cell phones are literally glued to our bodies 24 hours a day. Even when we're sleeping, I sleep with my phone in my bed, like literally on charger next to my head. So it's never far from me. Now, when I'm in deep sleep, I don't hear it ringing, but when I'm at work, it's either in my back pocket or locked away in a locker. But even then, when I go to break, I look at it. So I mean, people are literally always glued to their phones. So I call bullshit on anybody who says I'm not always glued to my phone. I don't. No, yes you are. Yes you are. When I literally called you a text, you just didn't respond back. Like, don't ever believe when somebody said they didn't see something. They saw it. They definitely saw you had contacted them. They just didn't give a damn, or you wasn't a high priority. Like, if you're a really high priority, people be at funerals looking at their phones. So don't ever believe when somebody says they didn't see you, they didn't get that. Like, they did. It just wasn't that important to them. So when somebody is reciprocating energy, you're gonna know. 24 hours isn't gonna pass without them contacting you back. I promise you. But if 24 hours or 48 hours or 3, 4, 5 days does pass and they don't hit you back, you're just another number to them, but they're just not all that interested. They got plenty of people who they're more interested in before you. This is super common with really, really, really pretty women because they have such a huge number of men blowing them up. So, and unless you're a baller to a girl who's a 10, 9, 8, I mean, she's probably not going to be just dying to hit your phone line back when she got athletes and all these other entrepreneurship type dudes blowing her line up. Like, please, she can fly out the country with them. Like, I'm not flying to out the country right now. So, not right now. So it's like, no, she's not going to be like, I want to go to Greece. Yeah, we ain't going to Greece. So, it's just, I feel like if you're paying attention, it's really obvious when somebody's reciprocating energy.
So what do you think about a woman being the aggressor? So I mean, I'm more than sure you've had
It's a
women
red
approach
flag to
you.
me.
Oh, you have had women.
I have. It's typically when they do it to me, it's either overweight women or women who aren't like who aren't like the super good looking type of women. I've never really had a very beautiful woman just come out the blue and approach me like that because she doesn't have to. She has, like I said, 5, 10 other guys already blowing her up. Why would she approach me unless I was just something? exotic to her liking where she was like, I had to have him. But most women who approach me are bigger. Big women love me. I don't love big women. So, I
Okay,
mean,
so let's clarify that because we actually got a comment from our last video about when you were talking about, thick chicks versus overweight women. And someone had made a comment, of course, to me that they felt like you were actually, picking on
no,
bigger women.
I was just being honest. I mean, the statistics are out there. The average woman's 5'5", 120, 130 pounds. They say that 80% of black women are overweight. So that means if they're 5'5", 120, 130, 80% of black women are over that number. Which,
I am.
in my opinion, in my opinion, from what I literally live every day, they are. They literally are. So, and don't say it's you mean you only date white chicks. Being small and fit isn't about white. So I hate when people say that, but it ain't about being 120, 130 or 5'5". That is a small woman. But I mean, being certain size, like, golly, come on now, you pushing the envelope. Like you need to bring it down. And everybody's not built like Buffy the Body or Serena Williams, where they can sit and hold 180 pounds and look good at it. I'm not bashing overweight women. It's just women need to care about their looks more than men do, because women date with their bodies. Dudes date typically with their bank account. So if a man is on his A game and he's clean, he smells good, he has money, good personality, he's probably gonna get a lot of women's interest. If a woman is physically attractive, that's it. That's all we require of a woman is to be physically attractive. She's getting guys. That's it. What I said last time. I might not have said it with you. A woman could walk out the house, a gorgeous woman, walk out the house with a $20 dress on and get everything she needs in a day. I can't walk out in a 3-piece suit, get everything I need, because if I'm broke, nobody's paying for me. I got to sit and pay to get in places. Like, a woman can be broke in a $20 dress and get everything she needs. A man has to go provide. That's just the way it is. Women date with their looks, men date with their money. Women date with their sex and their looks. Dudes date with their influence, their money, their respect, their power. So, I mean, men need to get those things. If you're a man, you're running from those things. You're hustling backwards. You're simply hustling. Well, I don't want to work 24 hours a day, Stephone, and I don't want to try to become a millionaire. Whereas a man, I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't really. The Lord gave us all chores, and one of your chores is to protect, provide, and procreate. So if you don't want to do those things, I mean, you might not be a believer, but I mean, that's kind of it, man. So women they date one way, dudes date one way. I didn't make the rules to this game here. I'm just playing them. Like, I didn't make the rules. So once I realized, and I listened to other people, and I was like, damn, that's very true. Women do date like that. Men literally do date like that. I've seen some ugly guys with money get the most exotic looking woman on the planet. I'm like, it's only because he's rich. And you hate to say that, but you're like, that's common sense. He has money. That's why he has her. Yeah, that is why he has her. And he's like, don't fight with it, just go with it. So that's my whole take on it.
So for those of you people whose jaw just dropped, and I'm like, oh my God, he's so shallow. First of all, pick your jaw up. That would be my first comment.
It's very true to life.
And second of all, the dating series is not about catering to your sensibilities. No. That's not what we're talking about.
Honestly.
It is about people who are serious about going to find that special someone. And again, like we talked about on dating standards, do that self-assessment first. Know what you have to offer. Know what you take to the dating game, and then go out there and find somebody who wants what you have to offer. So if you ain't got shit to offer, go home.
If you're not a millionaire and you're not looking for 8s, 9s, and 10s, you're a normal dude working a day job. If you got your shit together, you got a nice crib, a car, you got a steady job, you're probably wherever you live in America, you're probably gonna get the pick of the litter of women you want anyway. Like, you don't have to. People shoot to the damn top. Well, I want 8s, 9s, and 10s. Well, those are kind of reserved for certain types of people. And the funny thing is, there's not that many of those women walking anyway. There aren't too many Kim Kardashian, Halle Berry's, and Beyonce's walking anyway. They're more or less average women. I can't think of the comedian chick's name. Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah, there are more of those walking around than Beyonce. So I'm not shitting on Tiffany Haddish. She's pretty, but she's not a perfect 10. But if you got your stuff together, the man, you're gonna have a lot of women. I know literally dudes who are in their 30s and 40s have their stuff together, who have women. Lots of them. Some of them even married, cheating on their wives because they have women on the side. Like, because they have their stuff together and women are attracted to them. You don't have to be a millionaire. Everybody thinks like, oh, I want 8s, 9s, and 10s. Like, yeah, dude, no. Like, be a normal dude and just have your stuff together, and you're going to get a great amount of women. But if without having your stuff together, no. I mean, do deadbeat dudes have women? Of course they do. But quality, the quality is shot. Like, do you want women who are 3, 4s, and 5s? Or do you want women who are 5 through 7s? Or do you want 8s, 9s, and 10s? It's just, the quality is different. Speaking on myself, I get decent quality women. Do I have hood rats and trash women? Of course. I mean, those women are interested in dudes who have their shit together. I don't run around with models, I'm not on that level, but I got a solid, decent quality of women that I like to deal with. And that's because I work hard and try to keep my shit together. But that's how dudes really have to do. Like, there are rules to the game. Just play. Like, don't sit and try to say, I'm not going to play by the rules. I'm going to change the rules. Like, right. That's probably not going to happen for you. I don't know, man.
He dropped some gem on y'all. But what basically what he was trying, there's levels to this. There's levels to this game. And you have to know which level you're playing on. And don't get mad if you not at the level you want to be on. All that tells you to do is grow, mature, do better than what you're doing at this moment. Don't get mad because you're not getting women up here and you're down here. Yeah. All that means is fill in that gap and move yourself up until you can get women up there. Don't get mad at the game. Just do what you got to do to play the game. Like you said, if you're a nice looking person who got your shit together, you can go out there and find other people.
Exactly what you just said. If you're a nice looking man with shit together, you're gonna get nice looking women with their shit together. Boom, boom. there it is. I mean, or you gonna be getting Tiffany Haddish's? Maybe no, but she's in LA probably messing with other celebrities. But
supposedly she's dating Common is who she
is. There it is. My example just proven, like right there. Like, damn, she's dating Common. But it's like, if you're a good looking person with your shit together, what we always preach it to each other. You're gonna get that what you are. Yeah. You're gonna attract that what you are. If you're a solid person doing solid things, you're gonna get other. If you're a nobody doing nobody things, you're gonna get other nobody doing nobody shit. That's just it. And people go, well, I don't agree with him. And what about? Quit trying to look. If there's 100 people look for the 5 exceptions. Well, he was butt ugly, but he married a model. Yeah, but they were high school sweethearts. But she was. You naming out the exceptions to the rule instead of just paying attention to the rule. I pay attention to the rule. I don't sit and try to peep all the exceptions. Like, well, such and such did it. Yeah, but what are your chances of doing what he done? Literally, what are your chances? Oh, well, 3%. So are you gonna bang on 3%? Or you gonna bang on 97%? Like, what do you how you want to play it? Like, it's not playing the lottery. It's an investment strategy. I could work from 18 to 65 and play the lottery. It's an investment strategy. I'll probably never hit it. Or you can work, save your money, invest in other things, and that's a solid investment. It's like people are being unrealistic with some. I'm gonna just play the lottery because I know I can hit it. Yeah, no. You have a better chance to get hit by lightning. They say twice than winning the lottery. I don't want to get hit by lightning. So,
with that being said, off on his tangent. Basically, what he's saying is, become what you want to look for. If you're a woman, and to me as a woman, and I'm gonna be real, I've never approached a man.
You shouldn't.
Now, don't get it twisted. If I do see a man or I feel like, oh, you have beautiful eyes or you have beautiful features, or I do find him to be attractive, I will tell him that. But me personally, I have never went up and asked a man out or asked a man for his number, or I've always been the one on the, oh, well, you're a beautiful woman, or can I get your number? Would you like to go out on a date? But as a woman, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with a woman shooting her shot. Like, do you feel like it's anything wrong with a woman who feels like, hey, I see this man, he is amazing, and maybe you just haven't caught her eye. She saw you first.
If the man is exceptional, I don't see too big of a problem with a woman approaching a man. If the man is average, I question what that woman was looking at. But I mean, historically, no, women don't approach men. But I mean, if you're a 7 approaching a man who's a 9, I mean, clearly that's different. I mean, obviously she sees the quality. She's like, well, shit, I haven't seen too many of him. I'm gonna see what's up. That's different. If women, and actually that does happen all the time where great women see great men and they approach them. Obviously all the top celebrity men get approached. But they are who they are. They faces speak volumes. But for normal guys, they get approached by a woman, it's super slim. Unless she sees you hopping on an escalator or something, then she's like, oh shit, he's a baller. And then she approaches you because she knows you're of high value to her, or she's of what value she's looking for you have. So
You know
Normal.
what? It's funny you say that because if I saw a man hop on the escalator, I'd be like, why is he in a damn escalator?
Yeah, see, you would think he ain't got no kids. Is it baby seats in there? Like you would think that, but someone would see that car costs $80,000. Like they would see that. So it's just like, do I think women should approach men? No. Is it okay under certain circumstances? Yeah. I mean, in certain places, yeah, I would say it is. I mean, under certain circumstances, certain places. I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel weird when women approach me because I feel like shit. I got her. Like I automatically believe if a woman approaches me, she wants me. I have the ball's in my court. She gives me all the power. She gives away all her power. If a woman approaches a man and they think like me, you're giving away all your power. Cause he's like, oh shit, I'm about to have her sucking on whatever. Look, oh what? Yeah, what's up? You know, it's just, I don't know. It's just different. Cause when women get approached, you guys have the power. Cause we're trying to court you and trying to get you. When a woman approaches a man, it's like, oh, she wanted me. She picked me. You can sit back and just be like, yeah, whatever. You know, it's just it changes the dynamics of the game.
Actually, that's actually a good conversation. The dynamics of dating. So actually, let me think about that.
It definitely changes.
That's really true.
Because it automatically, the spark is from her to you.
Yeah.
And now you're the boss in your court. Now you're like, oh, you want me. I wasn't paying you no attention. But clearly you see me from over there, so you walked over and said, hi, how you doing? Oh, okay, well, you can buy me that cognac and we can talk. You know? But, I mean, if a dude approaches a woman, which women are so used to kick back with the red dress on and the red heels and getting approached by men, so it's just normal.
I'm about to say, I'm giving men compliments. Like, I've definitely seen some men with some beautiful features, and I definitely be like, oh, I love your eyes, or, oh, you look really nice in that suit.
But you didn't walk up to him and start rubbing their shoulder, hitting on him. Like, that becomes very flagrant. Like, you want me, okay, well.
Right, and that is true. And honestly, do men, so say a woman does approach you, she's interested, she sees you, definitely sees a quality man. Do you feel like at that point that you have to put forth the effort to get her? Like,
no.
No.
If a woman approaches me, the effort to get her, she's already interested. Like 75% of the job is already done. Like most of the job if one approaches a dude is already done. You just need to not say or do anything stupid and close the deal. Like most of it's already done, So no, do I feel the need to? No. If she approaches me, that means she wanted me. Which last time I was out with my cousin Jasmine, a chick kept staring at me, and I'm sitting there drinking with Jasmine, a cousin of ours, and I didn't think nothing of it, but she kept bringing it to me. That girl keep looking at you. I'm like, which one? Oh, one over there. So I sent 2 shots to her and her girlfriend, and I said, tell them I sent them. And so
I want to stop this because my brother is notorious for this mess. He is notorious, and this is a good tip, especially if you're a shy man. If you don't feel comfortable approaching a woman, it's nothing wrong with sending her a drink. Letting other means be known that you're interested. Like I said, he is notorious for this crap.
And then wink. And then wink when they look at that. Yeah, that was me. That was me, baby. But
actually, to me, that's a good dating tip. If you're a shy man, or even a shy woman, more so towards a shy man, and you see a beautiful woman, and like he said, she was sitting with her friend, so he didn't just send her a drink, he sent them both a drink. So of course the heads are gonna turn. You're gonna, oh well, who else sent us that drink?
Like Jasmine, they kept looking at me though, and I wasn't paying attention to the girl. So I kind of felt the girl was interested in me anyway, so I sent her the drink. I didn't really have to do a whole lot, but I just let her know, I know you're looking at me because somebody keeps telling me you're looking at me. And Lord, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward the story. 2 weeks later, obviously the obvious thing happened. But I ended up, the girl was interested. And she vaguely let me know she was interested. And my cousin who I was with let me know she kept looking at me. But that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you will get chose by women. Women, like all the dating coaches say, women do send choosing signals. And I wasn't paying attention that night. But that was a clear choosing signal. When I'm out with my cousins or my homies, I don't always ever really pay attention to people looking at me. Because people look at me when I walk, or people look at my cousins or my homeboys or whoever I'm with, my sisters or whoever I'm with. I don't pay attention to that. But some people will say, hey man, such and such keep looking at you, or she done looked at you twice, or she double took. I don't sit and pay attention to all that stuff. But if you do, I mean, that's good for you. But women send choosing signals to men. Women don't blatantly approach men, like you just asked me. Do women approach? No, most of them they don't. But women will send choosing signals. And when you know what those choosing signals are, you're obviously a better player in the game if you know what they are. But Yeah.
Stay tuned. We'll do a whole, we'll do an episode about that for those like, I have no idea what he's talking about, but it sounds so interesting.
Choosing signals.
Oh, so look forward to that to come. Definitely there'll be an episode on he'll talk more in depth about what those choose. And as a woman, I can tell you because we do. Yeah. A woman will let you know if she's she'll entertain you.
Yeah, if you're of a certain age or you just were taught this. Some people, I was never taught like dating whatsoever. My mother never taught me none of that. So I had to learn it all the hard way. But after learning, I was like, oh, man, I wish I would have knew back in middle school. If I knew back in middle school, high school, my numbers would be way outrageous. But, I didn't. But, just like, women definitely send choosing signals. Definitely send choosing. Dudes just blatant. We'll just walk up and say, what's up, shorty, you got a fat ass. But women ain't finna say, what up, shorty, you tall with broad shoulder. They don't do that. They just, they'll smile or they'll look twice or, certain things. Or they'll stand close to you, not say a word. And you won't even know they're there. You'd be like, wow, she was way over across the room. Now she's right here. Like, it's whole bar area. Sure, you can stand anywhere. You're standing right here. Like, damn. Like, so yeah, women send choosing signals. But I'm old enough to know what some of them are. And I've studied other people who've explained what they are. So I knew when my cousin told me, like, yeah, she keeps standing. That's why I sent them the shots. But, yeah, that's how it goes.
That's a gem, though. For those who really didn't catch that, shy men, shy women, especially shy men, you don't always have to approach a woman, but there are ways for you to let a woman know you're interested. Like you said, he sent the shots over there to her and her friend. When they looked back, he did that wink. Honestly, if she would have turned her head, hey, he didn't have to go no further. Well, she's not feeling me. That was that rejection signal. I'm gonna keep it moving. You don't have to necessarily be in somebody else's face all the time trying to get another person. There are very subtle ways.
I could have walked over there to whatever, because there's only two of them.
He would.
It was only two of them, and I've walked to bigger groups than that of women, like 3, 4, 5 women, and still talking the whole damn table, which I don't like doing, but I sometimes do. But it was only two of them. I could have literally walked over there and talked to both of them, but I was with my cousin. I didn't feel the need to walk over there and talk to him, so I just sent some shots. But I mean, I feel like for men, you shouldn't be shy. If you want a wife or you want a girlfriend, you gotta be aggressive somewhat. And if not aggressive, you have to go for it. You just have to go for it. But if you are shy, there are several ways for, I guess, shy guys to date. But like you could do that strategy. I mean, you might waste a bunch of money doing shit like that because the chicks might be like, "Thank you," and never ever be considering you. But if they're not giving you choosing signals, I wouldn't do nothing.
But as a woman, not to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
The sexiest thing a man can wear is confidence.
Yeah.
Even if you are a shy man, be confident in what you have to offer another person. Because trust me, there are some very not attractive guys. They put that confidence on. Woo! Does it make a difference?
Women know it. It's like a sixth sense y'all got. Women know it. Women know if you approach a woman with confidence, she knows. Exactly. If you approach her very timid, very modest, very like I don't know if I'm really in her league. If she likes me, they be like, damn, nigga, move on. Like you wasting my time. Like, women just know it. So yeah, you definitely gotta have the confidence. That's a go without saying. But some dudes still don't have it, man. I don't like getting rejected. I have a best friend of mine, not gonna say his name. I have a best friend of mine who deals with uglier women, and he's a very attractive guy. And he's told me before he doesn't like being turned down. He doesn't like the fear. He had the fear of rejection. I said, hey, man. I was about to say his name. I said, hey, man.
Which I don't think he would appreciate.
No, he might watch this video and be like, damn, he blasted me. But he was like, hey, man, you got to get over that, bro. You cannot be afraid of getting rejected by women. I get rejected all the time. I get catches. I get rejected. If I shoot at 10 women, I'll probably get 6 or 7 of them. But the 3 that shoot me down are typically the ones I wanted. So it's just like, that's just life. But you got to get over that fear of rejection. The hottest girls I talk to reject me. Some of them, most of them. And then I talk to more average women who, I got a 50-50 shot at it. But you got to get over that fear of rejection, man, because you never know. The one who you think gonna reject you might not. She might be feeling your vibe. She might like everything you got going on. So men should never be afraid to get rejected. If women are afraid to get rejected, that's fine. Women don't really have to approach. But dudes shouldn't be afraid to get rejected. So why you think you see an attractive woman with a not so attractive man? Because he had the confidence and he wasn't afraid to get rejected. So he approached her she's really pretty. A lot of guys didn't even want to approach her. So this guy approached her with an amazing amount of confidence. So she's walking around with him through the mall and people are like, why is she with him? Because, he was one of the lucky ones who approached her and she actually liked him. But Yeah, guys, you got to get over that fear of getting shot down. Don't. I had a flaming shoot down in Oak Park Mall once. I walked into the hottest little chick standing. She was waiting on somebody, and I could see she waiting on somebody, and she was super hot. And I walked to her and said, "You waiting for me?" And she said, "No." And I was just like, and I was with people, so they seen what she said, and it was just like, it was like a plane crash. I was like, fuck. I took my L and I moved on. But you can't get hurt by that and be like, I ain't never approaching no hoes again. Like, man, get over that, bro. It's life. So don't, you can get embarrassed in front of people. Keep the ball rolling.
Now, I won't think about what he just said. For those who watch the dating standards, and just from random people who gonna go on YouTube and watch this video, he had the confidence to tell the world, like, I got shot down in front of a group of people, and you know what? I recovered and I went on. Some of you don't even have the confidence to approach people who get shot down.
Like I approached tables full of women. I've approached a table of like 5 women. It was a young girl I wanted. I bought the whole 5 table, a shot, cheap shots, whatever. And I said, I want you. In front of all 5 of these women, I pointed at this young girl. She gave me her number. Now, it never went nowhere. She never even responded to the text message. I wasted the money. But I don't care. It was a point of I wanted her, so I talked to her. That's how life is. If you want something, go for it.
Shoot your shot.
That's it. All you can do is fail. Hey, it was 5 women at the table. I seen one I wanted. I went and talked to the whole table, bought them all shots, asked her for her number. She gave it to me. She never responded. That's life, bro. Keep moving. Like, don't. Dudes be like, man, there's 5 women over there. I ain't finna go over there. You will never see them 5 women again. I promise. And that one girl you wanted, she might have looked at you once when you didn't pay no attention and thought you were the hottest thing in there. So it's just like, shoot your shot, man. The worst thing you can do is fail. And I'm okay with failure. I'm okay with failure. I'm not okay with not trying. So, failure is a part of success. You're going to fail. The failure is what's the word?
Failure is
not mandatory.
Experience.
Not mandatory, but it's going to happen.
Yes. It's a part of life. It's a part of that learning experience of dealing with the opposite sex.
You gotta fail enough to succeed. Success is gonna eventually happen. But you can't be afraid of failing, man. People I don't like getting shot down. What? Man, I don't even think about that. When I go out, I don't even. I don't. I mean, it happens all the time to me. I don't even. I've gotten off. I mean, I'm 33, so I'm not really young anymore. So it doesn't bother me as much as it did when I was 24, 25, 26. Like, damn, bro, I tried to holler to get her phone number, Troy, and she said no. Like, she said no. Like, okay, like, go to the next one. Like, back then I didn't think. Like, now I wouldn't. I walk up with a chick. I said, let me get your phone number. You pretty? What's up? And she said, nah, you're not my type. I don't even speak no more. I just turn my back to her, give her my back, and keep going. Then she probably like, damn, I was just playing. Come back. But I don't, so yeah, man, don't be in fear of that. Don't be, as a man in America or in the world, don't be in fear of rejection. Rejection is a part of the game.
We done changed the whole topic.
We did. You said something about women approaching men. I done went on a tangent about something else.
But again, this is good information when it comes, especially for those very shy, unsure men who really don't know how to get out there and really jump into the dating game. You want to date. Mm-hmm. The desire is there. But you don't know how to actually get out there and get in the dating game. And I'm going to say this, and some of you going to get mad. And this is why, to me, online dating is such a bad thing.
It is.
Because online dating takes away that fear of rejection. Mm-hmm. So you can, send out these little emails or these little, signals to somebody you're interested. And if they don't open it, you in the privacy of your own home. Ain't nobody witnessing you getting rejected.
You can wave at somebody. Where's the wave? Like, get up and walk over there. Like, I'm not big on online dating anymore. I've been on almost all the sites. I'm on none of them now.
And I'm not on any.
And I just didn't. I was on them for years, but I just didn't really like them. I like doing it more in person because to me it's better for me to meet a chick at Walmart or out shopping or something than for me to hit on some chick online who literally, for one, she put her 5 best pictures up. She literally has 120 guys who are already saying, "What's up, shorty?" So you're 121. So it's just like it's just bullshit. Like your chances of meeting a good looking woman with her shit together online are slimmer than in person. You have a much better shot in person because you're more genuine in person. Online, you're just another picture. She just sees you as another picture, another man saying, "What's up?" And I'm not gonna get on the online gurus who sit and try to tell you what the type of woman to get her attention online. That's just a bunch of other bullshit. If you're in person, you say what's up, walk up to them and say what's up. It's different than standing online. So yeah, I'm not with the online dating stuff. But hey, in the era we live in, that's prevalent because people are busy or they're timid or they're shy, all the other shit that people shouldn't be. But technology has messed that part of life up. But hey, it is what it is. It ain't going nowhere. If you want to know how to date online, I'm not your guru because I don't do it. I don't know how to do it, and I'm past it. But some people, they're with that. I don't like dating, approaching chicks at bars and clubs, and don't go to bars and clubs. Like I said, meet them in organic places. But I don't know. I'm on a tangent.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with go sit at the bar at your favorite restaurant. Somebody might come sit down next to you and y'all just casually strike up a conversation. I mean, dating does not have to be this.
It doesn't have to be in a what's the word?
I think we make it out to be more than what it is. You see all these gurus out here and all these posts, and like you said, people are paying other people to tell them how to get people.
Yeah.
When what all you really need to do is, like you said, hey, if you got a favorite restaurant, go sit at the bar. Maybe a nice, attractive woman will come sit next to you, or you may see an attractive person. Maybe she on the other side of the bar. If you have a fear of rejection, or you don't want to get a rejection, like you said, send her a drink. Let her send you those signals if she's willing, to entertain you or not. Dating does not have to be complicated. That's what I was looking at. Yeah, I feel like we make dating so complicated, and it doesn't have to be.
If you do something for a woman randomly out in public and she likes it and she likes you, she'll send you a choosing signal after that. If she wasn't before. But if you do something kind for a woman out in public and she doesn't send you a choosing signal after you do it, you keep it moving. If you interested in a woman and you send her and her whole table drinks or whatever, I mean, most women will let you know after that if they were at all interested. If they wasn't, I mean, it is what it is. You keep moving. But I feel like women will let you know somewhat after that. But I don't know, man. That's just me.
Okay. And back to our original topic. Ladies and gentlemen, if you put forth that effort, you reaching out to somebody and they not reciprocating that energy or they not reciprocating that effort, let it go.
Yeah.
Don't keep pursuing somebody who's not pursuing you, who's not putting forth that effort to, like you said, you text them on Monday, but yet they get back to you on Friday. That's the last time you're going to hear from me. Like, I'm not going to sit and keep blowing you up and trying to be in your face and you're not feeling me.
I got a rule about that with people in general. When I text somebody, they don't respond back within like a day or two. It irks me because I'm like, I'm somewhat of importance to my family and friends. So if I hit somebody up and they'll hit me back, I'm like, damn, you ignored me? You ignored Chuck? Like, okay.
You did me that way.
No, I called you. I called you, but I forgot to call you back. But I called you. But, when I hit people up and they on a Monday and they don't hit me back till a Thursday or Friday, I'm like, bro, like, you're done. Like, nobody I hang out with is that busy. Like, everybody works jobs, takes care of kids, is in relationships, living their normal, typical lives. But you're not that busy to ignore certain people.
So back to our original topic of, ladies, is it wrong to approach a man? No, but just realize you're giving him much more of your power than you think when he already knows you're the interested party. Now, I'm not saying play games with people. I'm not into the game playing, but just realize that there's rules to this cat and mouse game that men and women get into. And the other thing about it is, don't keep blowing people up if they're not feeling you. Don't keep chasing somebody if they're not reciprocating that love that you're trying to put forward. They're not reciprocating that energy that you're putting out there because you're setting yourself up for failure. Don't allow people to play with you. And like that story I initially started with, this chick done offered this dude the panties. She was like, hey, bro, I'll give it to you.
But he didn't feel she was genuine.
Yeah. And in essence, he rejected her.
Which is weird. Most dudes would take it, then reject them, or take it and back burner them, But yeah, that's just kind of weird he did that. Maybe he had other options.
Well, now me and him had this conversation, and something I've started doing when people approach me. Now, a lot of people know if you follow the Get Real podcast, I'm not actively dating. Now, men do approach me. Let me say that, but I'm not actively dating. But when men do approach me, I always ask them, "Are you single? Single and dating, or single and fucking?" Because
I never thought about that. That's very different. I wouldn't even like to openly admit that. If somebody asked me, like, well, hold on, man, you just met me. Don't ask me no shit like that. Like, what type of question is that? Like, damn, most dudes would be like, oh, well, I can't even answer. I don't know how to answer that. You just asked, what type of question is that? Like, damn.
But to me, I feel like that's honest because most people are doing the last two.
Yeah,
they're either single and dating, or they're single and fucking.
Yeah, they're very much everybody. There are very few who are not even single, not even dating. There are very few people.
And as I said, me myself, I'm single, but I'm not out there in the dating game. You know, I took myself off the shelf because if you follow the podcast right now, I'm healing. I'm really working on myself. I'm really working on being the best version of me.
You gotta quit asking dudes that.
Wow, what's wrong with that?
That's too much.
Why is that too much?
Man, that's you asking the man to just give all his cards out. Like, let me see your hand. Like, no, man, I got aces and spades. Can't show you all this good shit I got. Like, no, wow, I've never heard anybody say that. Damn, that's
what? Okay, so why is that?
That's a lot. Man,
now, so those who don't know, the dating series is not scripted. Stephone, when he gets here, he doesn't even know what we're going to talk about. Literally, I'll pick the topic. I'll bring it. So what you're saying, this is real interaction. And this is not me and him just joking.
I wish you would have told me that beforehand. I'm like, hold on, we got to talk about this one. We got to discuss this right now before the camera turns. That was a lot.
So what's right now? Okay, you tell me.
Because if I got to be honest, then I'm be like, well, damn. Like, you can't be honest with something like that. Like, you just can't be. Yeah, you gotta lie. You can't be honest with that one.
Do not listen to what he just said. You do not.
It depends on what you want from the woman asking you. If you want to have fellatios with her, then you have to lie. Yeah, oh no, I'm dating. I'm single and dating. You can't tell I'm banging 3 other women. You gotta be like, I'm single and dating, because you want to bang her. But if you're banging 2 other women, you can't. Oh yeah, I'm single and banging. She's like, if not interested, like you gotta lie. Like, just damn, that's an aggressive question to ask.
Dude, why is that aggressive?
I've never heard nobody say that. That's very interesting. Wow, I'm gonna tell somebody else that. That's super interesting.
Oh, really, Chuck?
Yes, yeah. You should have told me. You would tell people that. I would have been like, whoa, you gotta quit asking me.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm okay. So my brother told you he's 33. For those who heard me say I'm 4 decades old, I'm 40 years old. I don't have time for your games. So that's the whole reason. I started asking.
It does eliminate games.
To me, it doesn't bother me if you say, "Hey, I'm out here single and doing what I'm doing."
If you're honest, like that literally opens a great door of upfront honesty from day one. From day one, he told me he was single and banging women. So I knew what I was getting into.
Exactly.
So I knew if I wanted to be with him, he had to stop doing that behavior. And he knew that if he wanted to be with me, he had to stop doing that behavior. So it opens up the door for great honesty from get-go. But most dudes don't never want to be honest. You don't want to be that honest from get-go from a chick that you don't know where this is going. I don't know if she's going to be my wife or she's going to be some chick I just smashed. So it's like, I'm not going to tell her that. So yeah, that's a hell of a question to ask.
So I'm gonna bring up something. So I told you I got approached by a guy who was 6'5". Mm-hmm. For those who've seen the first video, y'all know what we're talking about when we're talking about this whole height thing.
Sorry, little dude. Yeah.
Sorry, little dude. I got approached by a guy who was 6'5", young cat. So his age alone disqualified him, but his height was
6'5".
Yes. But I asked him that question. I asked him, "Are you single? Are you single and dating? Are you single and fucking?" He came out and told me. He stopped. He did.
Yeah, because you got to think about that. Like, do it for one. He knew the answer. He was thinking, do I want to tell her the answer? That's probably what he was thinking.
So he did. I asked him the question, and he did. He stood for a few minutes quietly, and he kind of, I guess he was doing that internal debate. How honest do I want to be?
I'm a lie.
He told me the truth. He's like, I'm single and fucking.
Oh man, I would have told you that. Like, nah, I mean, I'm dating. Yeah, I'm out here dating,
Don't be listening. Do not listen to Stephone.
You gotta do some lying, brother. You want to get certain ones, you gotta do some lying.
Don't listen to him. Men don't listen. Look, a man should know what his intentions are from a woman from the get-go. So if you're only interested in the booty or you want to do that smash and dash.
Some of you know that, some of you don't fully know yet. I will say, to me, I can't speak for all men. To me, 80% of women I meet, I already know. I know she looks like Michelle Obama. She's wifey type, or she looks like, Nicki Minaj who want to smash. So you kind of know. Then there are 20% where you're on the fence. You're like, would I marry her or would I just have sex with her? You don't know yet. So you got to really meet her and get to know how her mind is working to find out where she stands. But I would say 80% if I had to give it a number. I would say most women, you just know off the top, like, oh yeah, her over there, yeah, I just want to hit that. So yeah, maybe you was just 20%, but I still would lie to you. I'd have like, oh no, yeah, I'm just single and dating out here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would have lied. I would have started mumbling or something. I would have straight lied. Wouldn't have told that truth.
He did. Now, of course, he's a young man, and he made his sexual interest in me very, very known. Like my brother did. He kind of moved in close. You know, he made sure he got up on me, and you know, all in the personal space.
At 6'5", he has a natural advantage.
Yeah,
he has a God-given natural advantage at 6'5" that most men don't have. So,
and I'm not gonna lie. A couple years back, before I made up my mind to get myself together, me and the little young dude probably would have went at it. But at this point in my life, I'm like, just get me some young thing. It's not really where my mind is. But I mean, he definitely shot his shot. Nice looking, honestly, very intelligent young man, very hardworking. But it's like, bro, you're young, you're 24. Like, what am I gonna do with? I can't do nothing with you. You still a baby. But I'm just like that. But he shot his shot. He didn't back down. Even when I asked him that question, he was truthful, and he let me know, like, hey, I'm interested in you in that way. And that took all the foolishness out the game.
he must have been mentored by older men who told him to be that up front.
And you know what? To me, it's nothing wrong with being upfront. Now, if you're unsure about a woman, yes. Like my brother say, sometimes with some people, you don't know, you're on that fence of, do I just want to hit it and quit it? Or, could this be something, long-term and lasting? But honesty is the best. Don't listen to him about these lies.
You never want to lie to a woman about that, because women know if you just want to have sex with them. I've met plenty of women who I just wanted to have sex with that didn't want to really be with. And I told them that. Now, when I was younger, I didn't. 18, 19, 20, 21, I didn't. But, man, I'm 30-something. Yeah, when I meet a chick off the top, I'm letting her know that. Like, this ain't going nowhere. What's up? and you be surprised how many are down with that. Like, women are not stupid. Like, they already know. So, yeah, man, it's just, I actually, more or less now, at this point in my life, I meet women who that's more or less what they want in relationships. I'm just like, well, damn, these women out here, y'all listening to too much music. Too much is bad as hip-hop or something, because y'all don't even want to be in relationships no more. They just want to get in and go on, like, I guess. But, it's honesty. Yeah, honesty.
Yes, don't be listening to this fool talking about lying to people. If all you looking for is a good time, like you said, there's a lot of women out there who are looking for a good time. So if you're like, hey, I'm just looking for somebody, we do what we do, and we live our lives. Be upfront with people about them. If you out here just single and banging, you out here just single and banging. And there is nothing wrong with that. Don't let nobody shame you into how you live in your life. But don't be out here lying to people about how you live in your life either. The young cat, cat we start talking about, when I asked him whether or not he was, I asked him the same question, he was very hesitant to actually tell me. Because I think for him, I'll fall into that 20%. He knows I'm older.
Yeah.
And he's like, you got that sophistication, Bob.
Yeah, but at 24, he don't know if he want to get married yet. So he was on the fence, like, do I want to marry this older woman, the one that just hit it? So he knew what he wanted, but. And
the point of the matter is, nobody's hitting this. Trust me, you gonna have to be some quality for Tanika to come out of her little 9. I'm on the bench. Everybody else is in the game. I'm on the bench. And you know what? I'm okay being on the bench. Honestly, to me, it's more fun being on the bench because I can watch everybody in the game. But, be upfront, be honest, but don't pursue people who not showing you that they're truly interested, that they're not reciprocating your energy, that they're not really interested in you, because you're setting yourself up for failure. That's how you get your feelings hurt. That's how you get that bitterness and anger and, all women are the same, all men, don't go down that road. If somebody ain't blowing you up, if they're not just excited to talk to you as you are to talk to them, don't let people's lukewarm affections lead you down some road that ain't going nowhere.
If they're lukewarm, they're not hot for you. If they're lukewarm, if something better come along, I'm leaving you. But if nothing better come along, I'm gonna kick it with you. You don't want to be with people like that. No. You want to be with people who got an eye for you. You're the prize to them. That's
that they want to be with you, and they can be like, no, I'm single and in a good relationship. Not just I'm single and with somebody, but it's a question mark. If something good come along, I'm gonna just drop them and go on with my life.
I've seen a lot of women do that. They'll be talking to a man, and he'll think it's more than it is, but something better will come their way, and they will downplay him to the 10th degree. I'm just like, damn. Like, I wonder if he saw this, how he would feel about that, because for one, he made the wrong mistake by putting her on a pedestal. And then two, it wasn't nothing, it wasn't a committed relationship. So something better came in front of her face, and now she's like downplaying him to the 10th degree. And it's just like, I don't want to be that guy, because if you ever see that, it would hurt your feelings. The man, it would definitely hurt your feelings. So I don't put myself in that predicament, boy. I try not to, but yeah, women will do that. And I think dudes will do it too. Dudes don't have a greater chance of doing it, on a regular basis, but women do. Like, women get hollered at all day, every day, wherever they go by men. So if a woman is talking to a guy and they're not serious, but they're talking, and a bunch of worse guys hit on her, she's gonna shoot them all down. But when a better man hits on her and he's just some baller comes to her and he's tall, she can see he's balling, he has money, and the dude she's talking to is good looking but he's average, she's gonna downplay me. I'm talking to somebody, but what you got? And then she's gonna give him a shot. And it's like, damn, bro, like your chick is a hoe. Like she was about to be with you. She was this close, but now she's with him. Like she's on his whatever. So it's like, yeah, man,
but
yeah.
See, you knocking my question, but if you ask somebody and they're single and dating and they say yes, that already lets you know they're on the prowl for something better.
Yes,
whatever they got at home or whoever they kicking it with or how many whomevers they kicking it with, they're looking for that one to be like, oh, I want to be with him.
Dating means we're not serious.
Exactly.
Dating means we're just talking. So you single? Yeah, I'm single, but I'm talking to several people. I'll go out on dates multiple times a weekend or a day or a night when I get off work. I'm dating a bunch of different guys, but I'm not in a committed relationship with any of them. So what you got to offer?
Exactly. And that's why I feel like that question is so good.
It's extremely relevant.
Yes. And so if you approach somebody, they're like, I'm single and dating. First of all, stop. Do you want to be put in that dating category? Because like you could be setting yourself up to get your feelings hurt.
Yeah, you're competing with a bunch of other people.
Exactly.
Now, if you were in the Coliseum and you think you're the strongest, then go for it. You know what I mean? Shit, you can date me, shorty, and I'm gonna crush all them other guys. She might be with that. Like, well, come on then. But you know, if you timid and weak yourself, and you know you're not built like that, you just best to move on because she's probably gonna see a bunch of guys better than you. I don't know. It just depends on how men sees himself, but. Yeah, single and dating. Yeah, man, that's a hell of a thing to say. That's
why I ask people when people approach me. I'm gonna tell you, if you're a man and you looking to talk to me, that question is going to come out of my mouth. Are you single? Are you single and dating? Are you single and fucking? Now, but look, that last one, a lot of men ain't gonna lie. If they ain't very comfortable, they might lie about it. But there are obviously I respect the man who be like, hey, I'm single out here and doing what I'm doing. Because at least that let me know where your head is. You ain't out here trying to pretend like, oh, me and you about to be together, and we're about to be in this love.
You have to be a hell of a man. You have to be a hell of a man to answer that last one. Because if you approach a woman and she asks you those 3 questions, and you answer the last one, she might quit talking to you at that point. Like you approached me, but you said that, so I don't even want to talk to you, bro. You nasty. But if you're a hell of a man and you approach that woman, she might be okay with that if you stop. So it just depends on the quality of man and the quality of woman you're approaching. You know, if you're obviously a top-notch guy and you say that to a top-notch woman, she might be like, yeah, if you want to talk to me, you got to quit doing that one. And you might be like, okay. You know, so yeah, and then something might build from that. So it just depends. Like, if you're a low-quality guy smashing low-quality chicks, you're not finna stop. Unless just some super high-quality woman coming into a picture, it probably won't happen. But
she ain't gonna want you no way. If you ain't got no quality. If you low quality, trust me, she ain't gonna want you out the gate.
So that one's a toss up. It's super rare that someone will ask you that and you would answer that honestly.
That's me. I know there's not women out there asking me that question.
Yeah.
That's a Tanika. That's from a 40-year-old woman who got her shit together, who ain't out here trying to be on this BS. Time is precious. I'm not gonna waste my time with some fool who just trying to smash and dash. Like I don't have time for that mess. And men approach me all the time. I love your smile, or I love that body, or blah blah blah. That's sweet, cutie. But I'm not trying to hear that.
You don't want to put a ring on you. Just want to smash and dash. So.
Right. You know, I'm looking for something once I do get back in the game, long term, committed. I'm looking for a travel buddy. I'm looking for somebody to enjoy life with. If you're just looking to, do what he do and go about your business.
It's elementary.
Yeah, I don't have time for all that. So as a man, like you said from the get-go, be intentional. Be intentional when you approach a woman. But then I will also tell women make men be upfront with you about their intentions. Because don't get caught up with somebody and you want to be wifey and they just want you for a nightie. Like don't do that, because then your feelings gonna be hurt and you're gonna be all bitter and mad. And there are ways to circumvent that BS, and asking that question up front, and I'll look a man and look you right in your face.
And I'm really upfront with that too, because I had a chick that talked to me and she was like, I got a 90-day rule. I flat out told her I'm not waiting 90 days. When I met you with one thing in mind. So that's what I want. And most dudes are not going to be that upfront with a woman, because they're like, bro, you definitely not going to get it now. Well, guess what? I still got it. So it's more or less sometimes but But I feel like at this point in my life, I feel like I'm a man's man. I feel like I should be mentoring younger people. But, I don't mince words with people. And if you tell people things, if you tell people what you want and what you need and you demand certain things, people are going to meet the standards or they're not. That's just how life works. You say what you mean what you say, stand on your word, and people will be like, well, damn, if he said that's what he meant. Look, I'm not waiting 90 days. So you can either get out and we can stop talking, or you can either speed this process up. How are we going to do this? And it puts the ball in her court to realize, well, he's not going to wait 90 days. So should I have sex with him or should I leave him alone? Obviously, she kept coming around and she ended up giving it to me. So I'm not 3 months. Like, you're not that valuable to me. I know this sounds really harsh. I'm just being honest, but she wasn't.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you. We are going to have an upcoming video, value versus worth versus value. So we're going to talk more in depth about what he just said about somebody not being that value. We're going to hit on that more in depth in some upcoming episodes, because that's actually a very valuable comment you just made. But we're not going to go too in depth on this one, because I definitely want to spend as much time as we can talking about what he just said. Not to devalue her, but she wasn't that valuable to him.
To me, I seen her with one thing in mind.
Exactly.
And I told her that from the get go, and it wasn't 90 days. It's probably like a month and a half, 2 months. But it doesn't take long. We don't talk anymore because she was crazy. But she got mad at me because she knew I was talking to other women. But I kind of told her, you're not the only one. Like what? I don't know. I think she wanted more from me than what I was willing to give her. Plus, she was a little older than I am. Considerably older than I was. But be upfront with people. You ain't got to worry about that. You're upfront with people. You don't have to worry about that. Hey, look, you 39, I'm 31. I want this from you. What's up? I don't want to do that. Okay, bye. And the crazy thing about it, I've seen other men say this, and it's so true. Women will come back to you. They'll come back to you 3, 4, 5 months later. What's up? I deleted this number. I don't even know who this is. Mm-hmm. What's up? You talk. Didn't you realize who it is? You're like, damn. So just if you be honesty is the best policy. People say that, and it sounds so cliche, but it's because people then they know where they stand. People love it when they don't have to question where they stand with somebody. I love it more when I know somebody is a blatant racist, or somebody hates me, or somebody loves me, because then I know what I can do and can't do around them. Then if I question where they stand, like, damn, is this fool racist? Like, damn, do they really love me? Or do they really hate me? Like, I love you to say, man, I really hate your guts, bro. I can't stand you for real. Oh, thank you for letting me know that. Now I know how I need to handle you. But yeah, it's better to be honest with people, because when you're honest, people know. People know. So
to put it back in the context of our conversation, if you're a man and you only want the draws, then let her know that. And like you said, put the ball in her court. If she sleeps with you, that's on her. That's not because you deceived her or because you lied to her.
And that hurts women when dudes sit and tell them everything they want to hear and have sex with them, but they were lying to them the whole time. You fuck it up for so many dudes after you. Like that. Like in the dating game, dudes should really quit doing that. Like, I don't know if all the other gurus are saying the same shit, but dudes should really, really, really 100% quit doing that. You'd be surprised out of 10 women, 100 women you meet, and you tell me you just want to have sex, how many would actually do it with you? You'd be surprised. Yeah, I'm telling you, men would be surprised at those numbers. It's not as low as you think. So it's just like, I feel like men should just be honest. When dudes be like, oh, yeah, I love you, and yeah, I'm going to be with you, and yeah, we can have a dog in the house and kids and all this. Then you hit it and quit talking to her. Bro, you really fucked her up. Like, dudes should quit with all that line. Like, I have cousins who do that. I know many men who do that.
Don't put the fam out there.
I gave a small category. I ain't gonna say the names of them cousins, but I have uncles and cousins who do that. I know people who are close to me who do that type of line. In my opinion, that's not. Now, maybe I'm just a stand-up guy and I'm a man's man. I ain't finna do all that line. I'm not finna. When I was 18, I did, but I'm not 18. I'm not finna do all that line. And I feel like most men walking around shouldn't do all that. If she don't give it to you, move on to the next. Bro, 7 billion people out there. Half of them probably women. There's probably 3 billion women on the planet. You got options. You got a lot of options. Like, man, I talked to 5 of them. I was truthful with them, Chuck. Like, them 5 didn't roll with me. Then go get 5 more. Like, don't just, if you lie to her, you're going to mess her psyche up for the next 10 guys or her future husband. Like, don't lie to women like that. Because you playing with women's money. Your money is your money. Men date with their money. Women date with their looks and their sex. So if you steal her sex from her, you fucking her up. Now she's mad at men. Like, if a woman steal your money from you, you can make more. Like, she can't get that number off that she gave you. You was a number under her belt. And some women
That is
regret having sex
true.
with certain men. I regret having sex with that fool. He was a nobody. You're not gonna regret buying a woman $100 date dinner or buying her a Gucci bag or some shit. You might be like, I wasted $2,000, but you make the money and you move on. Women can't regret having you stuck inside of them. So it's just like, don't facts. Like, don't sit and lie to women about that. Money is it's money. Sex is different to some money, So that's just my way of thinking. That's just my school of thought. That's my school of thought. The dude shouldn't lie about that. If you meet a woman, you want to have sex with her, but you don't see it going nowhere, tell her. You meet a woman, she got wife potential, I wouldn't say tell her that, because then you might make her head big. But if you know it's just sex,
fellas, don't listen to him.
If you know it's just sex, don't tell her she wifey material. Then you're gonna mess her head up and have her, the next guy she gonna be looking at the next 5-10 guys like y'all are all the same. When they might really want to marry this woman, but she's thinking about you. It's like, yeah, don't do that. You can waste your money on women and get more money. Yeah, women waste their sex on you. They can't get the miles off their vagina. No. So it's like miles on vagina money. No amount
of feminine products is gonna make that go away.
And so it is a double standard of life. I can trick off money on a woman and get it back. She can't get the miles off. So yeah, just be nice to these hoes, man. I'm just be nice to these women, man.
My brother is really not as big a dog as he coming off on this particular video. He really isn't. He really is.
I'm a nice guy.
He is a nice guy. No, he's a truthful guy, which all men should be truthful. There's nothing wrong with being honest and truthful with someone. It cuts out the BS. You know where you stand from the get-go. And that way you don't have to, if someone approaches you and they just tell you, hey, I'm just looking to hit it, and you're not with that, hey, go your separate way and tell them to have a good life. And that it is what it is. Don't think too deep about it. So, anything else on these numerous topics these numerous tangents we done got on today?
No, man, that was crazy.
And don't be running there telling people about my little list.
I ain't gonna tell them about the questions you asked me, but that's the first time I've ever heard somebody say that though. That should blow up all over the world. Like, people should know that. That's very true. Because you can't lie. I mean, if you lie, you lie. But if you tell the truth, it's like, whoa, you really told the truth on that. Like, that was some shit to tell the truth about. Like, I wouldn't tell people that,
But to me, it's that respect factor. I respect a man if he like, hey, I'm out here single and banging. You know what, bro? At least you telling me up front, and I don't have to waste my time.
And that way, if he's interested in you, you know where y'all can go from there. Right. You want to date me and take me on a date to get to know me, but I know you have sex with someone else. Right. So therefore, I kind of know how to move with you, and you know how to move with me. We both know how to move with each other.
Right.
But if people are just lying, you don't know how to move with nobody. If people are just lying, you're like, damn, I thought she was celibate. Like, fool, you really thought that? Like, come on, man.
Well, when she out here she putting the miles on it, So, any additional comments? No. We've had this very long conversation.
No, women can approach men, but I wouldn't do it. Woman approach me, you lose all your power. I'm gonna leave with that one. A woman approach me, she loses a lot of power. Because I know then you're interested in me more than I'm interested in you. And that's a fact. Whoever approaches, it gives away the power. Because if a dude approach a woman, okay, he's interested. Women, that's all y'all get every day. But if a woman approaches a man, that makes a man's head swell up, and he's like, oh, she wants me. Now dudes still be like, let me not mess it up. Let me not mess it up. Let me not mess it up. But they know then that she's really interested, so I ain't got to do as much work. So
what he's trying to say is, don't tell him about your 8 kids and 9 baby mamas and the fact that you jobless and living with your mama.
Now, if a woman with nothing approach me, which is typically I get either overweight women or hood rats, I'm gonna just be factual with you. I get a lot of overweight, a lot of hood rats. Then I'm like, well, damn, it doesn't matter you approach me because you're not what I really want anyway. Like, there's only one thing I'm getting out of this deal. So
again, my brother is not as hoish as he comes off.
I'm blunt with it, man. Ain't no point of beating around no bush. I'm gonna beat around no bush. Get fat chicks, hood rats. Like, man, I need to move. Miami, where you at? Miami, LA. I need to go somewhere better. But yeah, man.
Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm Tanika Meeks. This is my brother Stephone Fears. This is the Get Real Dating series. It's a once a month series. Normally it'll probably be the last week of the month is when we'll come out with new series.
Happy New Year. Throw it out there. January.
Month is almost over. You talking about some Happy New Year. But if you definitely go on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel. But if you can't watch it on YouTube, hey, listen to it on YouTube Music. It's also on the Get Real podcast, which are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and Amazon Music. Hey, check it out. These conversations are not scripted. When you're hearing we're live talking at the no, we're recording it, but we're having an open, free conversation about dating.
Not scripted, impromptu.
Yeah, it's like impromptu. It's unscripted. He doesn't even know the topic when he gets here. I literally am the only one who has any idea of how this is gonna go. In which, as you see, we got off on a couple of tangents today. This is just real conversation to real people. This is not somebody trying to sell you something or, hey, buy my ebook on how you can find that perfect person. It's none of that. This is just real people trying to tell you, if you're out there looking for somebody, this is what you should do. This is what you shouldn't do. And these are things that work for us. They may not work for you, but hey, give them a try. You never know. You might be at your favorite restaurant at the bar and see two lovely chicks. Hey, send them a shot. Send them a drink. Let them know you're interested. You never know what might happen.
It helps if you're 6'5" or better. You're making 80 grand, 100 grand. Then it's just, you might get both of them that night. But you short, fat, ugly, and broke. I mean, hey, it's what it is, man. I'm gonna stick to that too. People might hate I say that. Why you always saying short, fat, ugly, and broke? Like, there's some people out there like that. Hey, you still got hope. You still got hope.
Or what people hate when you say the thick chicks or versus the overweight chicks. I got a comment about that.
We look at the numbers on Google your phones. It's in your hand. What is thick? What is the normal weight of a woman? And then how much some people weigh? And you be like, bro, they're not thick. They're obese. 80% of black women overweight. 80% of that number are obese. I didn't make the numbers up. They are what they are. We need to get fit, people.
I was about to say, I don't consider myself thick. If you like what I have to offer, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah, but
I'm not hitting the gym for nobody.
So. You ain't glutton with rolls on rolls on rolls. There's women out here 180, 190, 200 pounds saying they thick. It's like, baby, if you weigh under 6 foot and you that big, you not thick. Like this, you're fat. You're overweight. Meg Thee Stallion's thick, and she's like my height. I didn't realize she was 5'10". I'm 5'10". Like, damn, Meg Thee Stallion is that tall? Like, I didn't realize she was that tall.
Damn, you little dude.
Man, I see why they call her a stallion, because she's very tall. She's 5'10". She's very, very tall. She's probably 170, 180 pounds probably. I had to Google it. She's probably every bit of $170, every bit. But she has ass and titties and thighs. Like, every woman's not built like that. Like, you got that urban video vixen build. It's exceptional. Dudes will let that slide all day. That ain't no beast. Now, that ain't no beast. That's thick. Titties, ass, and waist. Not waist, but titties, ass, and thigh. That's thick. Where it's just your back fat, your arms. You done had 2 kids. That ain't thick. You need to exercise. There's nothing wrong with exercise. I hate that so many people down there like I ain't finna do this. And don't ever sit and tell yourself you want somebody to accept you as you are. We all need to improve. Don't ever tell nobody that. I wouldn't tell nobody except me as I am. And I feel like I'm solid now, but I'm wake up every day with improvement in my mind. And everybody should. If you sit and tell somebody, accept me as I am, but you 5'5", 185, baby girl, you overweight. And don't throw kids into mix from another man. And you say somebody expect it. Somebody should just accept that. You need to better yourself every single day to get the great man you're looking for. If you're not looking for a great man, but that's a whole nother tangent. We need to wrap this up.
This is the Get Real podcast, the dating series. Tanika Meeks, Stephone Fears. We'll see you next month. Love you guys.